Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh, hey! How's it going? My name's Ben, and I want to welcome you to this amazing YouTube series we're going to be starting, all about live-action roleplay and Larp, which are pretty much the same thing. I myself have been a live-action role player since 2006 in varying degrees with various different LARPs, but primarily buffer LARPs such as Amtgard. Within Amtgard itself, I play Lord Caddock, which is kind of the reason I came up with the whole idea for Caddock's Castle, but besides the whole consonants thing, you know, the sound? Anyway. But what I really want to do first is not talk about consonants or what LARPs I'm a part of and all that fun stuff, but I really want to go on ahead and get that solid footing that we're all in agreement on what LARP is, and especially if you don't know what it is. So why don't we get away from my set and go out into the real world so we can go on ahead and talk about it. Come on, it'll be fun.
So what is LARP and why should I care? Well, LARP is an acronym that stands for Live Action Roleplay. And as it is an acronym, that kind of explains it, but maybe you need a little bit more. Something like a definition, right? So it is an improvised theater production game, and it's all three of those things put together. And I mean that. So literally it's a form of improv. You're going to go on ahead and have outcomes that are undetermined. You've got theater production value, whether that's garb or physical reps, props and costumes, or you're going to go on ahead and then you're going to have something else of the effect of a game, some sort of conflict resolution, everything from rolling dice to pulling cards to rock, paper, scissors, or even more complicated forms of, spell packets and spell balls and foam latex replica of weapons, whether they be swords and shields, or even things like, assault rifles or whatever it is. But the point being that there's a bunch of different ways to solve conflict within the game, and that's what LARP really is. It's all three of those things put together. But then why? Why should I care? Well, number one, LARPing, if you've never tried it, is a lot of fun. It gets you out of your house, gets you outside in the great outdoors, and it's a great way to connect with people who probably have the same interests as you do, whether that's fantasy or post-apocalyptic or vampires or even education or just gut-wrenching soul LARPs. Like, they're all out there, and there are so many different ones. And by getting out and exploring a community, the last and final reason to go on ahead and do a LARP is one of the best. You get to understand who you are as a person, and by understanding who you are, and getting involved with the community, you get to understand the wider world itself.
Alright, now that we know what a live-action roleplay is, how does that influence what we're going to be doing here on this YouTube channel? Great question. This is going to be videos from about 7 to 15 minutes long, covering a broad pantheon of subjects, all pertaining to live-action roleplay, mainly through the lens of Amtgard, but we will be going on ahead and discussing other LARPs as the need arises. So, what kind of subjects are we going to be covering? We are covering everything we possibly can. Everything from weapons construction to armor to better ways to roleplay to arts and sciences competitions to how do you make this project or that project or this, that, and the other thing. How do I get more people? How do I start? Everything that we can possibly think about live action roleplay, in particular dealing with Amtgard, we're going to be covering on this YouTube channel. But I myself am not just going to be a talking head going on ahead and conversing with you all the time. Oh, no. See, I've got some experts that I'm going to go on ahead and allow you to actually meet right here. They're going to introduce themselves so you get a chance to know who you're talking to. And let me be the first one to start. My name's Ben. You're going to be your major host for the majority of these videos. And yeah, I just love LARP. I've been LARPing since 2006 with Amtgard, and I've also been doing things like Rogue Cthulhu and Call of Cthulhu LARPs, as well as tying into Nero and Alliance. And also, one of my great, like, little badges on my chest was I got to go to the Goat LARP, the first ever Goat LARP. Those of you within the LARP scene know it was a big deal, and it was all about live action roleplay, but with goats. And the goats got to decide what happened to the NPCs or the non-playing characters, which were us at the players. It was a great time. If you get a chance, I think they're going to be doing it again this coming year. I can go ahead and give you some more information, but if they are, definitely don't want to miss it the second time around. But that's enough about me. Let me go on ahead and allow my first expert to go on ahead and introduce themselves. Hey, come on. Hey, yo, Caddock, come here. Good day, and blessings of the Heavenly Phoenix be upon you. My name is Lord Caddock of the Kingdom of Crystal Groves within the realm of Crystal Groves, and I bid you a good day. Myself, I am a bardic priest of the Phoenoxian faith, a religion of life and love and kindness towards all creatures that exist. My skill set does, let me just say I do practice my musical instruments as a form of weaponry against the darkness that faces us, as well as swordsmanship and armor making and managing lands and estates, other such things that come with the duties and titles of lordship. But I believe that more so than that, it is a responsibility, something that takes us to understand and care for those who are around us, not beneath us, but around us, where we share and love and embrace, of which I hope one day I can do to you. For if you ever find yourself within the kingdom or the lands of Crystal Groves, please stop by my castle. There's a plate of food and a good warm drink and merriment and song, and maybe even a little bit of lodging for you as well. Please stop by at any time. My heart and my arms are always open. And I believe, however, that I must open this space for the next, which I believe is Greg. Just let me fetch him. Greg, come forth, please. Hey, how you doing? Name's Greg. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, before I get too far into this, I gotta go, hey, Callie. Hey, Chris. So, me, I'm just a warrior, just a simple guy, throwing some armor, grab my greatsword, going out there and swing-a-ficate, carpenter, and, yeah, that's pretty much, wordsmith. You heard me say something like swing-a-ficate, right? I make up words, because I love my romance novels, and, well, fancy myself, maybe one day I'll go ahead and be an author, and, put some of these words in there, like blimpular, which I should say that you're blimpular, you're great, you're awesome, you're up above everybody else, and everybody else is there with you too, it's great, that's you're awesome. So, yeah, if you ever get a chance, stop on by, I'll show you my shop where I'm working, I guarantee you Callie and Chris won't mind, we're going ahead and we'll feed you. So, yeah, and I got somebody else you gotta meet here, too. Now, don't get too put off by him, alright? He's a big softy, alright? Hey, Lucas! Lucas, come here! Hey! What? Yeah, I know. I'm a big bunny. I'm actually a lepus. We're a type of, bunny-human hybrid thing. But anyway, name's Lucas. That's what you really need to remember. And you need to remember that I'm a barbarian. I'm a mercenary for hire. So if you got any jobs, let me know. Because I'm kind of in between things right now. But if you ever need something, I'm your bun, alright? That's what I gotta say about that stuff. And I may not have too many skill sets, but when it comes to weapons, yeah, I can throw it out. I can dish, man. You give me a short sword, you give me a great weapon, you give me a sword and shield, all that fun stuff, I can throw it out, man. I ain't scared. Seriously, I'm a bunny, and I survived really, really long. I gotta have some sort of freaking fighting skill. But other than that, I got some other things I can talk to you about. How to get around, how to survive, how to live out in the woods for a while. Just stuff. I know a lot of stuff, but you gotta, talk to me about it. Anyway, not the point. We got one more person coming up here to talk to you, and he's a little mousy, so it's kind of funny because, I'm a bunny, mouse. Anyway, that's not the point. Anyway, I'm gonna get him. Hey, when? Good day to you. My name is, Win, Orlar, the elf. I am a watcher. I watch things that happen in the lands where I am, and I record them here in my little book, and I then do things with them. Nothing inconspicuous. It goes in a library where it is stored and for future use for people who may need it. I have some expertise in things, although I am not a great warrior. I'm not a skilled archer, and by no means am I a great spellcaster or a wizard or druid of sorts, but no. Merely someone who just is and watches and observes. Stories are things I really, really love. I do enjoy them so greatly. So if you have any, I would love to hear them. Oh, that's right. You don't talk that. Oh. Yes. Well, if we do cross paths, I guess share your stories. Yes. This is awkward. Forgive me. I am called away for many more stories. Farewell. Hope you guys enjoyed that wonderful group of characters that are going to be talking to you throughout this YouTube series. Some of them will be having multiple appearances, maybe some of them will only show up once or twice, depending upon the subject matter that we cover in the videos. So thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you go on ahead and enjoy these, and as always, do gooder.